The more we're able to visualize what's happening around us, the better we'll be able to plan. And one of the things that I've drawn here is a positioning grid. Now you can position your competitors, or you could position different market segments. So there are a number of different things that we can put within this grid, but it all operates under the same simple concept. And I would stress the importance of taking your products and services and trying to visualize them in a manner in which you can look at a glance and say, this is where a product is, because that will help you to develop your strategy. How does a positioning grid work? At the top of the grid is high. So let's suppose we're going to position our market segments to start off with. So we may want to position our segments in terms of price on one axis, and on the other axis might be something like quality. Right? And what we want to have a look at is where our segments fall within that grid. So let's just have a look at it. The small business market, do they want a high-priced product or a low-priced product? Well, primarily they'd probably want or would be prepared to purchase a low-priced product. Do they expect something of exceedingly high quality or low quality? Well, it's hard to define, but if we define quality as in depth of training, the level that they want is probably less than someone like a corporate. So we may want to say that we could position the small business market in this position. In other words, they want a lowish type price product, and they want a product that has got a fair amount of depth, but depth up to a certain level. When we look at, say, the corporate market, much larger companies, then they would be prepared to pay more for the product, provided it had a far more high level of depth. So you could say that the corporate market might be positioned there. So we've got two segments. And then your choice as a company is to say, well, are we going to produce a product that's going to fit here within the boundaries of exactly what this small business segment wants? Or are we going to produce a product up here within the boundaries of exactly what the corporate business wants? Or maybe we could position a product here which is halfway between this one and this one to try and tap into both markets. Now, that's having a look at it from a segmentation perspective, but we can also have a look at it from a competitive perspective. Well, let's say competitor one is, let's say we'll just do dots around here where these two positions were, and let's say competitor one is out there and they have a product, competitor one has a product that's positioned exactly there. And let's say there's another competitor here and another competitor here. But let's say that in this particular area here, there are no current competitors. So we might find that this area here is crowded, whereas this area down here is relatively uncrowded. Now that's going to help us in determining what our strategies are, because we might say, hey, this is an opportunity to attack this segment of the market, so why don't we put on the market a program that's specifically targeted to small business, that is low price, that is limited in the level of depth, and is quite simple to introduce. You may also want to ask yourself the question before you go and proceed with that strategy of, why is it uncrowded? Why is nobody already in this space? And it could be that this space here is unprofitable. And this is part of the tricks and techniques that we use in marketing. So first goal, have a look at positioning. Put your two axes on a board. Select criteria such as price, quality, or whatever the features or benefits of the product are, and then map where the segments or the opportunities fall within that, and map where your competitors fall. And that will help you to develop a good product marketing strategy. So go through your templates now and start that exercise.